Hey, this is Brian Prince with Microsoft, and I'm here going to show you how to sign up and activate your Windows Azure benefits if you are an MSDN subscriber. So the first thing you need to do is go to windowsazure.com, and that's where I am right now, and that's kind of the home page for Windows Azure. And we're going to click on the free trial button. Now, we're not going to actually create a free trial account. A free trial account is for people without MSDN, and they get 90 days or 3 months, and that's real nice. But the MSDN offer is much nicer. So we'll click on Member Offers up here at the top, and you'll see there's MSDN, MPN, and BizSpark. We're going to choose MSDN, and they will go over the benefits that are going to be available to you. Now, there are 3 types of MSDN. There's Professional, Premium, and Ultimate. I'm going to go over Ultimate, and you can see here that, for example, you're going to get per month 1,500 hours of small instance compute. What that means is a small instance is one CPU with roughly 2 gigs of RAM. So think of your typical web server. We're going to give you 1,500 hours of that per month. Now, this is actually small instance equivalent. So think of that as 1,500 hours of a single CPU. You could, for example, deploy to an extra small instance, which is only the third of an hour. So you would get 4,500 hours of extra small instances. So just be aware. And this is hours that the instance is deployed. This has nothing to do with whether that instance, that server, is busy or not. So if you deploy 5 small instances for your test website, you leave it up and running, even if no one's going to that app, you're burning hours because we've dedicated that hardware and those resources to you. You're going to get 30 gigs of storage. This is for blobs, queues, and tables, as well as 2 million storage transactions. Now, these aren't like database transactions. These are basically every time you read or write to storage, that's a transaction, and you're going to get 2 million of those for free. Now, just to keep this in context, those are 10,000 of those cost a penny normally. You're going to get one 5 gig database in SQL Azure. And in SQL Azure, instead of paying for what you use, you pay for what you reserve. So you're going to create a 5 gig database, and even if you only put 1 meg of data in it, you've got that 5 gig of space reserved to you. You're going to get 500,000 transactions against access control. You'll get Service Bus for free. You will get to use 128 meg of cache for free, which is real nice. All inbound data is free, and you're going to get 35 gigs of outbound data per month for free. This is about $3,700 a year in cost. So this is a huge benefit, and there's a lot of people out there with MSDN that haven't activated it yet. So anyway, figure out which type of MSDN you have, and click the Activate button. So I'm going to click here. And you have to log in with the live ID that your MSDN is registered to. So excuse me while I do that. And we're going to go through a process. It's saying here, look, you have MSDN Visual Studio Ultimate, the amount of compute hours you're going to get, and so on. And you have to pick the country that you're in. Now, you are going to need a cell phone and a credit card. The cell phone is to do an SMS challenge response as a second form factor authentication. And you're going to need a credit card to prove that you're 18 and that you're a human. Now, when you create this account, the spending cap will be turned on. That means no matter what, when you reach the allocation of resources that you see here on the left, the compute and the storage and so on, you will hit that spending cap and your services will be turned off or deactivated. This means that if you leave something up and running by accident and burn through all your hours for the month, we're just going to turn it off and they will get reset. You'll get new hours the next month. So you won't accidentally get charged to your credit card, which is very nice. Now you can remove the spending cap, and that means if you go over the free resources, we will bill your credit card at the normal rates, basically 12 cents an hour for small compute hours. But you cannot turn that spending cap back on today, so just keep that in mind right now. So we're going to go through this process. When I get to the credit card screen, I'm actually going to pause it out so you can't see all my cool credit card data. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to, actually I'll put in blocking data. So we're going to type in my credit card data. Okay, almost done. So I have read and approved everything. Okay, so it's going to create my subscription. And you can do a lot within your subscription. The subscription is really just a container for billing and for authentication. And you'll see that we're all done. That took less than 5 minutes once I started, probably just a couple minutes. It took a lot longer because I kept talking to you. But we can go and look at our account, go to the development center to get some resources, or go to the management portal to start deploying data and code and that sort of thing. But that's how easy it is to set up your account. So if we click the Manage link here, it will bring up the management portal for Windows Azure. And it's built in Silverlight right now. And what happens is it's running in your browser in Silverlight, and it will connect to our management services about every 20 seconds and do kind of a caching. And you'll see a timer in the bottom left. So it's loading up everything that I have. And I don't have anything deployed through this particular subscription. I have other subscriptions where I do have things deployed. And so, for example, I can come down here to storage, and you will see I have 4 subscriptions under my live ID, Brian Prince. And but this particular subscription actually doesn't have anything deployed, and I'll show you that. So here's on Windows Azure MSDN. Let me shrink this here. Visual Studio Ultimate. So you know that when you deploy to that, that's what you're getting. And up here on the right, you can click on the billing link. That'll go to the billing portal. This is going to be important. You want to see, what you're burning and that sort of thing. It shows active, so I'll click into that subscription. And you can see here that I haven't used anything yet, which is kind of obvious because I just created the account, but I can come in here and see what my utilization is. This runs a little bit of lag behind the real world, of course, because we have to collect all that data and use it. And that's about it. So I hope you have fun. If you have any questions, drop me an email. I'll be happy to help you out. Well, thanks for watching. Again, this is Brian Prince, Principal Cloud Evangelist with Microsoft. Feel free to contact me through my blog or Twitter or even email. I'm always happy to help out where I can. Now, I have some links for you. The first is so you can go download the SDK, very easy to do. And we have SDKs for pretty much every platform out there. So aka.ms/AzureVP. And even when you do that, you need an account, and you can get a free trial account, 90 days, no charge, no cost to you. Go to aka.ms/AzureTrialVP. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.